What it do? What it do? What it do? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Daga. Welcome back to another Eagles Uncut. And you already know the drill. Like if you like the content, comment your thoughts, and subscribe, so we can put this out there for the rest of the world to see. And we got some, something to talk about today, man. We got between Darius Slay being released. Yeah, that's crazy. James Bradberry being signed a 3-year deal. Boston Scott being signed as well to a 1-year deal, and other stuff as well. Okay, so let's start with this. Okay, let's go back and see who we lost to in the free agency so far. Okay, so far we've lost Javon Hargrave to the 49ers, DJ Edwards to the Bears, Marcus Epps to the Raiders, Andre Dillons to the Titans. I think I am forgetting someone else. Who else did we lose? I think I'm missing someone, but for right now, that I remember top of my head, that's who we lost so far. Okay, so who have we signed? Okay, so we resigned Boston Scott, 1-year deal. Brandon Graham, I believe his is 2-year deal. Jason Kelsey, another year deal. James Bradberry, 3-year deal. Okay. Oh, and of course, Rashad Penny, 2-year deal as well. Okay, so who are we hoping we're gonna resign? Of course, CJ Gardner-Johnson. However, since I'm making this video, I'm assuming he hasn't been signed yet. Okay, now if we do resign him, well, I'm gonna have to make a whole new video by the time I post this. Okay, but anyways, let's talk about the difference between the deal that we got with James Bradberry and the deal with Darius Slay. Okay, and also, of course, us releasing Darius Slay. So James Bradberry, he pretty much took a pay cut. Okay, he took less money to sign with the Eagles. Okay, last year him and Darius Slay, they balled out. Okay, they both balled out. I was really surprised to actually see James Bradberry taking less money to sign with the Eagles, and Slay not trying to restructure his contract, because he wanted more guaranteed money on the table. He wanted to do a 3-year deal with guaranteed money, and that's something that we weren't willing to do, especially with a 32-year-old cornerback, even though he was balling out. And tell you the truth, I don't blame Howie Roseman for letting him go, because based on a contract, on by the time that we let him go, is based the way that they phrased it, was like post June, which we're probably gonna be saving about 17 mil, or 13 or 17 mil, for the 2024 season. Okay, and that is what's gonna help the Eagles hopefully to sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. So pretty much what Howie Roseman is trying to do, which one thing he already did, which was sign James Bradberry. So he signed James Bradberry, he let Darius Slay go, and now he's trying to sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. So we had to let go of there was no way we would have keep all 3 of them. So, Eagles fans, would you have kept Darius Slay instead and not bring back CJ Gardner-Johnson? Because, like I said, Darius Slay was not gonna restructure his contract. Okay, he wanted guaranteed money, so we wouldn't be able to keep him James Bradberry, and bring back Garner Johnson. On top of that, we still gotta sign Jalen Hurts as well. Okay, so it was pretty much a trade of letting Slay go in order to have James Bradberry and CJ Garner Johnson if we do sign CJ Garner Johnson. Which, to me, I'd rather have that than just having Slay. Because now we have James Bradberry to a 3-year deal. And if we do sign CJ Garner Johnson, it's going to be, I'm pretty sure, at least between a 4 and 5 year deal. So we're just going to have to see how this is going to plan out. And hopefully we do sign CJ Garner Johnson. Now, I was really, really surprised that Darius Slay wouldn't take a little bit of pay cut, you know? Well, he already got his bag. He already got that bag. He already got paid. He's 32-year-old, man. Like, this is the first time that he actually went to a postseason. He reached the Super Bowl. He was this close to the Super Bowl win. And with the Eagles next year, he would have a really, really good chance to go back to the Super Bowl. Because tell you the truth, the NFC is wide open. It is wide open. Especially now that Aaron Rodgers is gonna go to the Jets. That's just crazy. You know, and not just take a little restructure your contract, take a little bit of pay cut. James Bradberry came from the Giants and he did it. You've been here for like, what, 2-3 years now? And you couldn't take a little bit of a pay cut, man? You know? So, I mean, look, whenever your first time you're trying to get the bag, I'm all for it, man. I don't like, take less money or anything like that, but like if you already got the bag, you know, and you really trying to win, man, sometimes you're gonna have sacrifices. You know, you gotta make sacrifices in order to achieve something like a certain goal. You know, sometimes it can't just be about you. And that's what James Bradberry did. Even though I give mad respect for James Bradberry. And the reason why, this would be his first time getting the bag. And he did get the bag. He didn't get as much, but he did get a bag. You know, a 3-year deal, 38 mil, 20 mil guarantee. You know, he got paid. 20 mil still 20 mil, man. You know, and it's only a 3-year deal, so most likely he's probably gonna do, as long as he plays good, like he had the last couple of years, especially like last year, he's most likely gonna get paid again. Okay. With that said, so that's what I have, you know, for the Darius Slay being released, and it just had to happen, man. In order for us to get where we need to get, it just had to happen. Now, with that said, as long as we sign CJ Garner Johnson with James Bradberry back, guess what? Yeah, I'm most likely sure we're gonna have to draft another cornerback at number 10. Like if you don't draft a cornerback with the 10 overall pick, with the 30, for sure we're gonna have to draft one. You know, or we draft a defensive line. Look, that's how it's gonna be, man. Straight up, if we don't draft one at number 10 overall pick, that's because either Jalen Carter or not another Wood Anderson or someone is gonna have fallen to that number 10. If someone has fallen that much, that's the only way I see the Eagles not drafting a cornerback. But if not, if Will Anderson, no, Jalen Carter, is gone. By number 9, 10, yeah, cornerback for sure. Okay. And having James Bradberry and let's say Devin Witherspoon or Gonzalez besides James Bradberry, yeah, it's gonna be dangerous still, man. Hopefully they can be just like Gardner Sauce from the Jets. Like rookie year, come in and balled out. Because guess what? Yeah, the Cowboys they stacked up on defense too, man. They just signed Stephen Gilmore to duel with Diggs. So Diggs and Gilmore, that's a dangerous duel right there, man. You know, so we definitely gonna have to that number 1 pick. It gotta be dangerous. You know, you gotta be someone for sure top 10, and they gotta make impact right away. You know, we're gonna need Davis to step up, Nakobe Dean to step up. You know, Kim Jurgens to step up on the right side. You know, because Cowboys, they're not holding back. They're coming. You know, they're coming after as well. You know, and another thing, they just released Zeke. Yeah, Zeke is on the market right now too. You know, so pretty much right now the NFC is wide open. It's gonna be between, as long as it stays the way it is going, it's gonna be between the Cowboys, the Eagles, 49ers, maybe the Vikings. Those are the 4 main teams right now on the NFC. So our offense right now is stacked up too, based on last year as well. You know, we're stacked up in offense. Defense, as long as we get CJ Gardner-Johnson, I think we'll be okay. Alright. So that is my thoughts of the re-signing of the James Bradberry and the release of Darius Slay. So let me hear your thoughts. What do you think of the release of Darius Slay? You know, do you think we're gonna go corner now since we release him and we need a cornerback number 2, or you still think we're gonna go just a defensive line? You know, so let me know your thoughts, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and you already know what time it is. Daga out.